Wundersbach here. It's A. Wundersbach. My name is Ashley. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I have done a video, and I apologize for that. And many of you have reached out and said that you wanted me to do an update and that you missed me. And I keep saying that I'm going to make one. Well, I was just talking to Drea tonight, and I was like, tonight is it. It's going down. I'm plugging up my laptop. I'm getting it done. So, I mean, the last time I made a video, I wasn't even a year out. So much has happened, but with the kids being out of school, and I took a few different trips. My husband got a different job, and so his schedule changed, and just a lot of things going on. I almost cut off my fingers at work. They are stitched. I have 7 stitches in this one and 2 stitches in this one. So if you see me talking with my hand and you're like, man, what's going on with her Mickey Mouse fingers? That's what happened. I gotta make up a better story than I put my hand in a spinning blender. It was supposed to be off. Usually when you pull it out, it turns off. I was trying to clean it out, and the blades were still going, and it got me. So, yeah, that's what's going on with my fingers. Here's my stats. I'm a minute and 30 in, and I haven't even told you my stats yet. May 4th, 2015, I started my pre-op diet for gastric sleeve, and I was 312. Day of surgery, May 25th, 2015, I was 296.6, and I don't know how many weeks this is out. I will try to calculate it and put it in the title. But today is July 5th, and my surgery was May 25th. So let's see, a year, 1.5 months or something out. A year and 6 weeks or something like that. Whatever that is, 52 plus 6 or whatever. So about 60, about like 60 or so, I guess. Maybe I'm doing my math wrong. Doesn't matter. I'll figure it out. My average weight right now is 198.6. So yes, I got under 200 pounds. My low that I've seen on the scale is 197, but I've only seen that once, and like for a minute, and then like later I went back, and then it was 198 again. So I'm not claiming the 197, but I saw it, so I'm kind of claiming it. I would say my actual weight is 198.6, but I've seen 197, so so that's where I'm at. So I'll tell you the story. My at-home scale still says that I'm like 204. I desperately was trying in my last videos to get into the 199 by my cousin's wedding, and her wedding was June 18th. That week I went to Pittsburgh to visit my brother for the week, and then I was going to drive, and I did drive from Pittsburgh to Michigan to go to my cousin's wedding. And he's got 3 scales at his house, simply because his son does a lot of wrestling, and so he's like national championship, so he's always trying to make weight, so they weigh themselves on 3 different scales just to make sure that it's okay and that they're making weight. Works for me because I'm obsessed with weighing myself. I got on their scales. 2 of them said I was under 200 pounds. The other one said I was 200.2 or something. By the time I left that week, because I was so excited to see the 199.8 or whatever on the other scales, all 3 scales said I was under 200. So I was very excited about that. I went to a city hall building because my sister-in-law works for the city, and they have a antique huge scale, and she asked me to stand on it to see what I was. I did. If you saw my Instagram, I posted on there. It was with clothes on, under 200 pounds. So I claimed it. That's 4 scales. I went to my cousin's house, got on her scale. I was 199.4 or something, 0.5. So that's 5 scales. After the wedding, which I went to the wedding, I was feeling really good about it. I had a really cute dress my mom gave me. I was feeling good about myself, feeling like I was under 200 pounds. Of course, all my cousins are gorgeous, so I'm sitting there in like a size 10, 12, and they're sitting where like they're like 6, 8. So I'm still like the big one of the group, and that got in my head. So I went to my aunt's house, and I'm still thinking I'm weighing under 200 pounds. I come home and weigh myself, and I'm 204. And I was really down, like really, really down. I think it's a mixture from, there's 5, 6 different scales that say I'm under 200 pounds, and then I drive 11 hours to home, and then all of a sudden I'm 204. I even went up to 206 a couple days later. It was horrible. So I went to Target with my niece, and I was like, I'm going to try on clothes, because either one of two things are going to happen. One, I'm going to fit into my clothes and I'm going to feel better about myself. I'm going to start like feeling confident. Or two, I'm not going to fit into the clothes that I think I should be able to fit into, and that'll wake me up, and I'll stop eating the junk that I ate while on vacation. And I'm going to, lose the weight and start wearing a size 10 again. We grabbed several pairs of pants, and I tried them on, and they all fit. All size 10. I tried on a new bathing suit that was on clearance. Super cute, fit. I was texting my one friend pictures of it and a video, because I don't know what I look like. When I look in the picture in the mirror, I can start looking like, ooh, I look super skinny, like this looks good, and in an instant I can look really fat. Or I can immediately try on something, look in the mirror and think, oh, I don't think so, and then in an instant think, well, maybe it's not so bad, like maybe I look okay. And every single time when I come home, I try it on, and suddenly I don't like what I look like again. So I don't know what I look like. So I have my niece go with me, and she takes a short little like 5-second video of me standing there, and I twirl around slowly, like arms out and stuff, more than just taking a picture of me. And then I have to watch it, and then I see what I look like. And that might seem crazy, but I don't know what I look like. I still feel like I'm 300 pounds at times. Other times I feel like I'm 120 pounds. Like I'm way thinner than I actually am. Other times I think I'm 100 pounds heavier than I actually am. So I do this little turnaround. I buy a size 10 pair of jeans just to make myself feel better, and my bathing suit that was on clearance, and I'm feeling better. I go on a run with my mom and go to her house. I weigh myself at her house, and I'm down. I'm like 200 pounds. I think it said like 200.4 or 0.6 or something, or like somewhere around there. It was 200 point something. I'm thinking, okay, at my house, I was 203 and a half in the morning. Now I've gone to her house. I ate dinner, I had a latte, and I just went on a run, and I'm somehow 3.5 pounds less. Like, that doesn't make sense. So I buy a new scale. It arrived on Amazon. It arrived at my house. This is a long story, but this is one of the reasons why I haven't been doing videos, is because I've been so frustrated with not being able to get to the 190s. I stepped on it yesterday, and it said 198.8, and then I stepped on it this morning, and it said 198.6, and then I stepped on it tonight, and it said 197. So I feel like that's true. I can't step on like 5, 6, 7, 8 scales. Them all say I'm 200.2 or less. Step on my own home scale, and it'd be 5. The difference is legit like 5 pounds heavier. Anything my new scale says, and I step on my old scale, and it is literally 5 pounds difference every time. If you lost 5 pounds in a week, you'd be so ecstatic. Well, I lose 5 pounds within a second. And that 5 pounds is a confidence booster for me. So now I'm going on my new scale, obviously, because it's 5 pounds less, but it's also what everybody else's scale is saying. So that's that. So I reached the 190s without even knowing it because my scale at home was still saying I was, 205 to 203, even 201. At one point I was 200.6 and I was feeling really thin. And if that's 5 pounds, that means I really was like 195.6. So I haven't gotten that low again, but I was doing a crash carb, like no carb diet. And as of lately, I haven't been doing as well with my eating. Tonight, I ate a piece of pizza, and I was eating it, I guess, too fast. And even though I'm a year out, I still have problems not knowing how to just not devour my food. Like, I feel like I only get so many bites, so I'm going to eat it as fast as I can to try to enjoy it, but I don't actually enjoy it. I end up just scarfing it down, and what happened tonight, which has only happened one other time, is it got stuck here and then here. And I'm telling you, it was the worst pain. And I went to the bathroom and I tried everything I could to try to throw it up. I only got tiny pieces of it up. I was sticking like my finger down my throat, my toothbrush down my throat. I was trying to like do everything. And I talked to my friend tonight and she said, well, yeah, it's hard to throw up because there's no liquid. Like, you don't drink while you're eating, or at least I don't. If I do, it's minimal. And your stomach's so small, like there's no liquids to help bring it up, and it was awful. And I told her, like, I'm pretty sure I lost more mascara going down my, like, eyeliner mascara going down my face because it was making me like tear up and cry, than I actually did food, and it hurt so badly. So if you're not even just starting out, but getting close to a year, 9 months later ones out, chew your food and take smaller bites because it is painful. It was so painful getting it stuck. So yeah, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. In Atlanta, there is the Peachtree Road Race, and it's one of the biggest 10Ks in the world. Athletes come from all over the globe to come participate in this. They said that there were several athletes that were just trying to qualify for Rio, and then they took a bus in to do the race this morning, and then after the race they were going to take a bus to like wherever they're like performing for the Olympic trials. So it's huge. There's like 60,000. I looked it up. My cousin was here, and he asked how many people participate, so I looked it up, and it was like 60,000 people this year. So that's huge. But I did the Peachtree Road Race. My sister was so sick from just the heat and the sun, and the water stations were running out of water. So I thought she was going to pass out, so we walked a lot of it, which is probably good because my left knee, which is not my bad knee, my right knee is my bad one, but my left knee is like really bothering me today. But when we did the Peachtree Road Race the night before, we stayed in a hotel, and it's connected to Lenox Mall. It's a big mall in Atlanta. And Aeropostale is, I guess, going out of business, and they have like tons of sales. Like almost everything's like 60% off, and like buy one get two free. Check out their website too, because they've got tons of deals on everything. Like things that were like $50 are like $12. And I tried on lots of size 10 shorts, and they all fit. It just feels good to be in a size 10 because that was my goal size from the very beginning. I think that I have a lot of muscle tone. I think that if I didn't have as much of skin on my stomach, that I would be more of a true size 10. Size 12s are loose on me, and size 10s are tight. So I'm kind of in between right now. Like if I wear my size 10s, I feel that they're tight, but they don't look very tight, but I can feel it. And then my 12s I don't think are as flattering. Okay, this is getting lengthy, but it's been like a long time since I did a video, so you're getting all the updates. So I'm getting in my size 10s, and this shirt is a size large, but I think it's pretty cute. So yeah. I don't know what else to say. So I did the Peachtree, and that's 6.2 miles, and I think I did fairly well for walking more than half of it. With my sister, who could not do any more than putting one foot in front of the other. She was so sick. I was really worried about her. But after the race, she did go to the medic tent and got assistance and was given Gatorade, and she felt a lot better as soon as she got out of the sun, out of the heat. I was fine, completely fine until afterwards, when we had to take a long walk back to the bus station to take a bus to the hotel. That's when my knees started acting out, and then I think that is the trip that got me hot, because I didn't have any relief like my mom and my sister did. And so when we got to the car, I felt like I was going to throw up. It was awful. I think I drove home the entire time with my eyes closed, because if I looked at the road going by, like, I was going to puke. And it's hard to puke after sleeve surgery. It is not fun. So anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm fairly just like 198.6. I am on pain medicine and antibiotics for my fingers. And I was texting Drea about them. She was like, what happened to your fingers? Drea VSG. And she told me that antibiotics can make you like absorb fluids, so it can make the scale, go up. So of course it's the day after a race, so my muscles, I'm sure, are full of fluid, and yeah, so in a couple days it'll be probably more accurate. So I don't know if it's 198 because I lost so much fluid or what. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's so long, and I hope to promise that it's not going to be so long before I do another video. In fact, I know it's not, because I have other videos planned that I have to do. Drea called me out on a questions one, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. And then I didn't do it, and so I still need to do it. And my husband was so sweet, watched her whole video and typed out all the questions and like print them out for me. So, I mean, that was really sweet, and he did that a long time ago. So I have all the questions printed out. I'll do the questions video soon. But yeah, okay, that is my update. Sorry that it was so long. I guess this is my 1 year under 200 pounds all type size 10 video. So alright, y'all, I'll talk to you later. Bye.